So one thing which I tell everybody, and specifically this group, because we guys have been meditating for quite some time now, is to develop one area in life where you like to read more. Any one area is good. It doesn't matter which exact area. Something that doesn't give you much stress. Okay, that is good to have an area like that, which does not give you any stress, which rather inspires you, which rather gives you an area to learn, practice things, apply whatever you learn, not just for theoretical learning, but like for real life application also. Any area is good, but one such area is fantastic. For example, mathematics is a fantastic thing if you are one of those who likes, like, inside mathematics there's geometry, algebra, trigonometry, blah blah blah. But like it's very useful to pick up one area. Some people like politics as an area, but there is no way to apply that knowledge, right? It's good to know. It's good to know. Of course, it's good to know. But pick up an area where you can apply the knowledge and solve the problem. For example, some people just like computer programming, and if they can create small projects by which they can solve some problems, that's very very good. Some people just like, say, creating some small electronic devices and gadgets. That is fantastic. If you can, at the end of learning of 1 or 2 years by your own, you can create things. At the end, see, the thing is, creation of things eventually will give you a very good, indestructible, good self-image. I am pointing towards that if it's just pure theory, no application, it is going to become dry knowledge and will not lead you anywhere. But pick up hobbies, especially of reading, where you can read a lot, learn a lot, discuss maybe with people if they're like-minded people around you, but more importantly, something that you can implement and manifest in life. Some people learn Photoshop and things like this, but they don't do anything. They just forget after a while. There's no point, right? So if you read, say, if you, for example, have interest in composting, and if you read about composting a lot, the techniques, the technologies, the kind of bacteria, their culture, and so and so, and if you can apply it, the knowledge become fortified and you become one with the knowledge, something like that. Yeah. So best to learn to get to apply these things sometime or the other in your life. All right, that's one of my requests for everyone. That is something which I also try to do. So likewise, all right, let's start. You can also read spiritual books, by the way, spiritual books or books on magic or books on theosophy and other books, Vedanta, or there's other books linked to spiritual sciences, tantras. Whatever you try to apply things so that you learn a lot more about the inner world, the inner processes, and not just read and forget. Pranic healing is one of exactly those books where you read and then you apply. You heal people, right? You heal people. So it's perfect application based example. Especially advanced pranic healing is absolutely brilliant. If to those of you who don't know exactly what I'm talking about, there are courses called basic pranic healing and advanced pranic healing in which they teach you how to actually apply the teaching of healing with energy. It's a remarkable technique, and it's apply as you read kind of approach. Shall let's start. Invocation to the Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, thank you for your priceless blessings, for your divine light, divine love, divine guidance, divine love and mercy, inner healing and physical healing. Thank you for the inner strength to practice regularly. Thank you for the blessing of divine guidance, divine help, and divine protection. For illumination, for abundance, for prosperity, we thank you to my great spiritual teacher, to all the great spiritual teachers, to all the great gods and goddesses, to all the great ones. Incredibly humbly, thank you for your great blessing. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Thank you so much. Now be aware of the heart and the crown chakra. Say, Lord God, thank you for filling my heart chakra and my crown chakra with substance of love. Again, say, Lord God, thank you for filling my heart chakra and my crown chakra with substance of love. All right. Be aware of the heart and the crown chakra. I will say the statements of soul affirmation. Mentally speak them and be aware simultaneously. Say, I am not the body. This body is a gift from God. This incarnation is a gift. This incarnation, the physical body, is considered to be a vardhan, a boon, and I'm very grateful. But the matter does not belong to me. Matter belongs to Mother Nature. I am not the emotion, and I am not the thought. Thinking and feeling are the workings of my mental and emotional body. They are not me. I am not the mind. I am not the mind. I am the soul, the Atma. That is my truth. I am the soul. I am connected and one with my higher soul. I am connected and one with my higher soul. I, the soul, am connected and one with my higher soul. I am connected and one with the divine spark within me. I am connected and one with God, and I am connected and one with all. Let us do the purification. Today we'll do only top three because we have to understand something as a principle before we do the blessings. Imagine a sun in front of you. Let's verbalize simultaneously. We say to this. We actually, you know what? We'll do a little different version of it today. We will try and address the. Oh yeah, let's actually do something like this. Okay, we will try and see if some of. Okay, let me give you a background of it so that we are on the same page, and then we will do it. Okay, so if there is a problem in life, a specific issue or specific problem in life, there is usually and most usually a limitation in terms of understanding which is present in the system, which means if you knew exactly what to do about it, the problem wouldn't exist. It's very simple, right? Yes. Yeah. Just write a yes if you're okay with it. That's, I get to know that you're, I need one. Okay, yeah, okay, all good, all good. Thank you. So, if you knew what to do about a situation, the problem would not cease to exist. Okay. Now, importantly, because you don't know, it means it'll show up in your chakras as, see, to a clairvoyant or to a healer, it'll show up in the chakras as a lack of understanding of a specific situation of life or, of whatever's happening around you, right? Now, the thing is that that is a lesson which the soul needs to learn. There is no shortcut around it. You have to learn the lesson. But the thing is that there are obstacles in learning of that lesson, which you don't know and we also don't know. But as you practice awareness, more and more awareness, more and more awareness, more and more awareness, more and more awareness, you tend to realize. And by the way, the physical brain tends to actually register exactly what needs to be learned precisely, very sharp, like like the crosshairs, of the sniper. You tend to zone exactly down on that exact lesson which needs to be learned. It doesn't take a lot of time or understanding. Sorry, it doesn't take a lot of intelligence or understanding. It needs a greater degree of awareness and with moderate intelligence, moderate understanding that, and but with good awareness, practice for a long period of time, you will tend to crosshair exactly or zone on exactly on the lesson which needs to be identified and work towards it. Now, what also has helped me in the past is disintegration of all obstacles which prevent me from identifying the lesson, which means obstacles which prevent me to see clearly what the lesson is. has also helped me personally. Sometimes it's just that I was looking very focusfully in some other direction, but that completely goes away after I practice something like that. So now the mind is looking clearly everywhere, and then oh, by the way, that can also be an answer. Oh, this maybe that, maybe that, maybe that, right? Options start to come up. Sometimes what happens is that the perception that I had formed about situation or a person changes drastically after I practice this. So now I'm not looking at the same person the same way that I was looking at before. That is a very powerful shift in perception, actually. So likewise, changes happen, which eventually lead to realizing of different layers of lessons, or sometimes a completely different lesson altogether, or you tend to know things in a better light than what you were looking before, which basically means you have a much better shot at solving problems now that you had before. So what let's do is let's try and practice this exact technique now. And it's the same sacrifice technique, but we'll be removing inner obstacles. Okay? Yeah? Let's go for it. Be aware of the heart and the crown chakra. I'd like you to, recall one problem of your life which you have, any one problem that you would like to solve of your own life, huh? Nobody else's life. Now, before we go forward, as you're aware of the heart and the crown, scan your inner aura, if you know how to scan, for obstacles with relation to understanding of deeper understanding of the problem, or of the situation. Obstacles with regard to understanding of the situation in your aura or the person or whatever that is. Scan. Scan the obstacle that you have in your aura with regard to understanding of the problem, understanding the how much understanding you actually have. Scan the obstacles to it. So those of you who know how to scan the chakras, go about scanning the chakras quickly. New understanding. Scan, 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 fast, fast, fast. Right. I'm sure all of you who know how to scan would have got a truckload. All right. Let's go forward. Okay. Now imagine a sun in front of you. Together, we say to the Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, thank you for completely extracting out all the obstacles from my entire system that are causing this negative situation. And please sacrifice them to the great Sun God. When you're doing this, be very aware from wherever these obstacles are coming out. Again, to the Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, thank you for completely extracting out all the internal obstacles from my entire system that are causing this situation, this negative situation in my life. And please sacrifice it to the great Sun God. You have to verbalize it. Again, to the Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, thank you for completely extracting out all kinds of negative entities, negative internal energies that from my entire system that create this negative situation in my life. And please sacrifice all of this to the great Sun God. Thank you. There'll be some change. Scan your aura again. There'll be some change, not completely, but some change is definitely there. Actually, for some of you, the energy would have gone completely. For some of you, partially. Check with the others. Good, good, good. Very, very good. Let's do two more times, okay? Be very focused. And then when you say this situation, that exact situation of life, okay? Yeah. Let's again do. Be aware of the heart and the crown. Do it thoroughly, okay? Verbalize strongly. Say to the Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, thank you for completely extracting out all kinds of internal obstacles from my entire system that have created this negative situation in my life. Lord God, thank you for disintegrating them, burning them completely. Again, Lord God, thank you for completely extracting out all the internal obstacles from my system that have created this negative situation or that prevents me to thoroughly understand this negative situation or the lessons attached to it. And please sacrifice it to the great Sun God. Thank you so much. Thank you. Again, Lord God, thank you for completely extracting out all my internal obstacles that prevent me to completely absorb, see and absorb the internal lessons or the primary lessons from the negative situation of my life. And thank you for sacrificing all this to the great Sun God. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now scan your inner aura for energy of obstacle. Sorry. For energy of like the internal obstacles in understanding of the problem or situation. Almost gone. For almost for everybody, by the way. Like scan for the internal obstacles for understanding of the problem. Yeah. So this is good, by the way. This is a fantastic starting point, okay? Just so that you guys know that if for any problem that you have in life, you can remove the internal obstacles like this by praying to God or by sacrificing a technique. Now let's invoke for blessings. Be aware of the heart and the ground. Say, Lord God, thank you for filling me with tremendous amount of illumination and clarity on this particular situation. I'm very grateful for this blessing. Again, say, Lord God, thank you for blessing me with tremendous amount of illumination and clarity for this situation in my life. Thank you. Again, say, Lord God, thank you for blessing me with tremendous illumination and clarity with regard to understanding of the situation. Thank you. Say, Lord God, thank you for blessing me with tremendous amount of illumination and clarity with regard to understanding of the situation. Thank you. Again, Lord God, thank you for filling me with tremendous amount of illumination and clarity. Thank you so much with regard to the situation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, the right energy has already come to all of you. Now we will do stillness uh, so that you can register this in the physical brain, okay? Imagine a point of light just on over here on top of the ground and be very still, very, very still. Extra closing prayer. Say to the Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, thank you for your great blessings. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much to our great spiritual teacher, to all the great spiritual teachers, to all the to all the great gods and goddesses, to all the great, great ones. We very, very humbly thank you for your great blessings. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope everyone enjoyed the session today. I hope you guys liked it also and learned something new. And take care. I don't know if there'll be a session tomorrow because I have a flight at the exact same time. But I will keep the group updated about whether there'll be a session tomorrow morning or not. Yeah. Take care. Bye bye. God bless all of. See you. Practice this more often. Yeah. Chali. Bye. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Have fun. Take care. God bless all of you. Bye.